33 points off for the Nifty, 36 points off for the Nifty now. We may be less than half a percent down, but that's no one's going to complain. For the Sensex, the first rates are about 100 points off for the Sensex. Let me start addressing first the large cap names, and then I'll talk about some of the mid cap names. Reliance Industries and Maruti, followed by L&T. Real big showstoppers. Reliance off by 8 rupees, doesn't matter. Let's talk about Maruti. A little bit of skim from the top I think is there in Maruti. 42 rupees off for Maruti. And the third one is L&T, which is a late entrant, so to speak, but L&T is clearly outperforming Indian markets suddenly. Now let's look at some of the top traded counter, at least the ones which are coming up on my Bloomberg screen. You got Engineers India, top traded counter on both the exchanges. Then you've got Delta Corp down another 5% for Delta Corp. Aditya Birla Money, I'm not sure what's going on here. It is a brokerage arm of the Aditya Birla Group. It was up 20% yesterday, up another 17%. We reported something on Aditya Birla Nuvo, not Aditya Birla Money, where the promoters are likely to consider a private placement before the listing of Aditya Birla Financials. But Aditya Birla Money, I'm not so sure what's happening there. And then the other one which I want to point out is Texmaco Rail, purely based on price action, volume action, 3% up, trending up on very strong volumes.
Yeah, it is. Let's check in on what the mid-cap end of the market is doing. And actually, it's not all that bad. We were bracing ourselves for a 0.5% downtick. Just a little mild downtick really of 35 odd points is something that you can totally deal with, considering the market is already at life highs. 9,200 is still sticking by. And yeah, I mean, you could crib about the fact that we've not opened at 30,000 in the Sensex. And just marginally soft for the broader markets, considering how charged up they had been. The cool-off could have been much larger, just marginally in the red really for the mid and the small cap index right now. Let's check in on some of the other names and why we are actually seeing the move on some of the stocks. So let's start off with first Bharat Forge and check in on that one, considering the North America Class A truck orders have seen a nice smart uptick, 1.25% higher there. UPL Roadshow and a city upgrade coming in on this stock. So UPL is the other one which should come off here on your screens. Phoenix Mills, now that Canada Pension Fund has bought into this one, and they're looking at an exclusive tie-up. A nice 6% gap up is what you're seeing on Phoenix Mills as we speak. In Balaji as well, wherein Vanderbilt has bought about 5.5 lakh shares. Look at Balaji, it's down about 1% as we speak. Jindal Steel has come about with its Q4 output numbers, which have shown an uptick of about almost 12 odd percent. So maybe the stock is also going to be in focus. And Info Edge, considering Zomato has declared its numbers, on an annual basis, the revenues have seen an uptick of 80%. The operating cash burn down is 81%, and the online ordering revenues have actually jumped up almost 8 times. So it's not bad actually, but the stock price doesn't seem to be indicating that at all. Venky's, let's see, this one has been a high flyer of late, and that continues to be the case. Another 0.5% uptick coming in for Venky's, and I definitely want to check in on PVR as well as Titan, the two big buzzers from yesterday, whether or not they continue to see an uptick. PVR does 15.26, and Titan, after 66 million dollars worth of longs being accumulated on the stock, Titan today has started off with a downtick of about almost 0.5%. Remember, very positive commentary that they've seen a 40% appreciation in jewelry segment in the fourth quarter. And Bharat Financial, wherein you had $20 million worth of shorts added yesterday, this was a fairly beleaguered one. So let's check in on Bharat Financial. That sees a bit of an uptick. It's just scratching around that 800 odd level. That's where Bharat Financial is right now. For the overall market, it's not all that bad at all. We've just had at best a soft start.